Welcome back everyone, it is Eric from Rare Candy, and today we're going to be dusting off a fan favorite pair of Pokemon that have admittedly kind of fallen off the map a little bit the past year. That is of course Zacian and Zamazenta V. This actually was, a pretty decent deck at one point, like maybe a year ago, but thanks to some new cards we've actually seen over these most recent couple sets, I think there's actually a bit of a case to be made to dusting these off and seeing how it does in the current format. So if you're not familiar with the Zamazenta, this is actually probably the main attacker of the deck, has the Dauntless Shield ability. We prevent all damage done to it by Pokemon V Max. So of course things like Mew and Kyurem are definitely going to struggle a little bit against this thing that we have here. And then also has the Assault Tackle attack as well. Just does 130 and discard a special energy from your opponent's active. So it doesn't seem like the biggest number in the world, but this is a great, stable, steady amount of damage to dish out against the different single prize decks, and also stripping your opponent of special energy is pretty good against things like Arceus, Mew, and of course we do still have Zacian as a backup attacker to clean up some of those big two-hit KOs against some of the beefier Pokemon that we have in the format. But the big idea with this deck now is we have a lot of different tanking options that we can use to just heal off all of the damage from our Pokemon. But before we get into all of these different tanking methods, if you guys can, just do me a favor, leave a like on that video, help feed that always hungry YouTube algorithm. And if you need any cards to complete this Zacian Zamazenta deck for yourself, you can check out our friends over at PTCGO Use that coupon code RareCandy at checkout for a discount. And also, Rare Candy's patrons not only had early access to this deck list, but also have their own exclusive discount code for even bigger savings. Links to those will be down below in the description. But getting back into our deck for just a moment here, guys, we do also have the other Zamazenta V in the deck. This is one of the more like cuttable cards, I'd say, in this list, but it does offer a couple of unique attributes that the rest of the deck doesn't have. Has the Revenge Blast attack, does 120 plus 30 more for each prize card your opponent has taken. And then its ability, once during your turn, you may discard your hand and draw 5 cards, but your turn ends. So it's just an alternate way we can get set up in the early game while we are waiting to get our Pokemon powered up. But we do have a couple of other Pokemon in the list. We of course have the Primate Wisdom Oranguru, and a little bit more notably, we also have Radiant Gardevoir. This is one of the newer cards that we've seen that does breathe some life back into some of these older attackers here, because it's going to reduce damage done to them by 20 from Pokemon V. And this is really important because if we have a Cape of Toughness on our Zamazenta, which we do play 4 of as well here, the minus 20 from Gardevoir actually puts us out of one-shot range of a Giratina VSTAR, which is great because it's one of the best attackers that we have in the game right now, but it's just good against pretty much any of the Pokemon V decks that are running around. But our tanking options don't stop with Cape and Gardevoir. We also have the 4 copies of Switch Cart to also heal 30 whenever we switch. We're an all basic deck, so this is better than cards like Switch and even maybe Escape Rope, since we do have this healing option. So between all of these and also Crystal Cave as our stadium of choice, we have a lot of ways to tank and ensure that these big chunky basic Pokemon aren't going to go down. And this is really good too, especially against the single prize decks that we have right now, like the Regi deck and the Lost Box decks. This really throws off the math and is going to force them to at the least 3-shot our Pokemon, which is, that's what we love to see here. But that's not the end of our disruption. That's the end of our healing, but we do have a couple of other annoying cards. We have 4 copies of Crushing Hammer in the deck, just another way to sort of slow down our opponent, bring them down to our speed, since we are a little bit of a slower deck, since as you can see, we don't have cards like Lumineon, Crobat, etc. But we also do have 3 copies of Avery as well. So we draw 3, force our opponent to discard their bench until they have 3. So this is good against a lot of the multi-prize decks like Mew, Palkia, Kyurem, even Arceus sometimes as well. The Regi deck. So Avery, just a great card. I actually wouldn't even mind a 4th one. I think there is consideration for that as well. But the rest of the list is going to be straightforward, just a couple draw supporters, energy, etc. So that is going to be deck. It is, it kind of reminds me of Blissey in the sense that we're just trying to tank, make sure we don't get knocked out, and do kind of a stable amount of damage throughout the course of the game. But I'm going to stop rambling. Let's head in some games and see how this deck is going to do. Okay, this is workable. So long as we don't get like turn 1 path, I feel kind of okay about this opening hand. Okay, it's gonna be the Regi deck, so I feel like this should be okay for us. I feel like we have a shot against this, though. We definitely could get turn 1 path, but they don't have the turn 1 path. Okay, absolutely broken. So let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. get rid of this because they can just get back their energies. And probably metal energy seems good because we can always saucer that back. So I think we need to go for Zamazenta. It has a nice, like, stable damage output. We don't have to find switching cards every turn like with Zacian. So let's see what we have in deck as well. We did prize one Zamazenta. We have all Crystal Caves. That's definitely good. We have all of our Averys and all of our switch cards and all of our capes. So I think our most important cards are going to be safe in our deck. We did prize, looks like, a Metal Saucer, but we can live with that. From what I can tell, it doesn't seem like our prizes are going to be that bad. So let's go ahead and just saucer, attach, and then from there, just Intrepid Sword. We could attach. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll just do the one. I was gonna say we could attach the air balloon preemptively in case of a Marnie, but I really want to save our Pokemon for, or save our tools for our Cape of Toughness against this deck. So there's gonna be research. We do get to keep our hand, which I don't know how I feel about it. We can live with it for a few turns, that's for sure. But we definitely need to top deck into something pretty soon. Okay, do they have the Gigas? That's the one thing they are missing. Okay, there's gonna be Path. And they do have the Quick Ball. Okay, do they have the energy to go with it? Doesn't look like it, so we might still be safe from an attack this turn. They do get one card extra here with Regidrago. I don't know if they used their ability. I didn't notice if they did. But right now it's looking like we're probably safe. Okay, there's gonna be Choice Belt. Okay, cool. Oh wait, I was thinking Intrepid Sword, like our deck. No, they can still do stuff. In theory, they can still get off an attack. There's Quick Ball, getting rid of an Aurora Energy. Okay, they still would need another one if they wanted to get off an attack. So I think we're still probably safe though, guys. It looks like they're just preemptively powering up the Regi back there. That's cool. So now what we could do, we have a couple options. We can just take a knockout on the active, which is fine. But we also could try to just bump the Stadium Intrepid Sword because they're probably banking on us knocking out this thing, but that might just be getting a little too cute with things. So I guess we can... Do we switch cart? Or do we save it to try to get value out of it afterwards? So between both these, we can heal 60. So it'd be 300 after 2 belted attacks. I think we want to save our tool for Cape of Toughness. I think we're still committed to that line of play. So yeah, we'll just switch card. And just go for the Assault Tackle. So unfortunately, they probably will be able to attack this turn. Okay, we do get a Draw Spore, so that's good. That kind of makes me feel better about just go ahead taking the KO here. So really hoping they just go ahead and research their hand and dump another path or two in the process. Because I definitely want to win the Stadium War and have our Stadium stick for a couple turns back to back. Okay, there's going to be Boss. Okay, I guess they're betting on us not having a retreating method. But we do have the Crystal Cave. We do have the Air Balloon. Oh, our opponent doesn't have a whole lot going on. Okay. Yeah, we are definitely going to bump this thing and start doing some healing. Okay, so we are instantly back in the game here. So let's just do this. Feels bad. We do have to use the Air Balloon, but it is what it is, guys. And we'll just go for the Assault Tackle here. Now, they can refill their hand with Regidrago, so I'm pretty confident this turn we eventually will see, we eventually will see an attack. But hey, we were able to buy a couple turns before we started getting any pressure put on us, so that's cool. Okay, Ordinary Rod makes sense. So they can draw 3 with Regidrago. Oh, 4, what am I talking about? Okay. They do need another Aurora Energy and discard if they want to attack with this guy. Now, one Pokemon I am like, that could be annoying at some point is the Regice. That could be bad. Actually, well, yeah, Registeel also could be really good against this Zacian because it has no retreat cost right now, and they can hit for 220. So I'm kind of hoping they forget about Registeel's attack here. Oh, and a pass to us. So they're really struggling to get going over here. So definitely going to go ahead and do this. Like, I don't want to Marnie, but at the same time, they can just refill their hand with Regidrago on this next turn. I think we have to do this and retreat, take a knockout with Zacian. But hopefully we can get a switch card. That would be ideal here. Okay, so that's really good. We could also just hard retreat and Metal Saucer that stuff back. I actually don't hate that necessarily. Especially if they find a way to attack with Regigigas again. So yeah, we'll Saucer over here. We could get down Zamazenta V. Don't think we need to though. I don't want Lucky to be able to start putting on some pressure onto us and spreading their damage around. So we'll just go for the Brave Blade. Take the KO on the Gigas. Considering we haven't done that much, it feels like this game. Considering like we've barely played any cards, we're doing pretty good. We played literally a single draw supporter. So just really hoping we can find our Averys. Like, I feel like our late game is probably looking pretty decent. I am a little bit worried if they do attack us with the Registeel. Okay, there's Jubilee Village. That's not a stadium we've seen in Regi in quite some time. I've never liked this card in the deck, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Stormy Mountains, Pokestop, I feel like literally almost anything is better than this. But I mean, if they're having like a bad start, they can fall back on it. But okay, it looks like they... Okay, we just get the victory screen. Maybe they misclicked and started powering up the Gigas. I don't know, but yeah, we were in a pretty good spot that game, and we hadn't even started using our Averys or found our Capes or anything like that, so we were definitely in a good spot there. And we'll hang on to the Zacian. We don't want to overbench at the beginning of the game in case of an escape rope or something like that, but let's see what we're going to be going up against here. Okay, does appear to be Giratina. Is this going to be Arctina? Is it going to be like just a traditional Lost Zone base version of the deck? Okay, Battle VIP Pass, so pretty sure we're going to see some comfies come down here. Unfortunately for them, they did have to start the Tina. This is definitely a pretty bad starter for the deck. But okay, there's the Greninja, there's the Comfy. So we definitely want to find Cape plus Radiant Gardevoir. Those are going to be like absolute necessities for this matchup. Okay, there's going to be the switch. Okay, so they're doing okay. They can at least switch into Comfy, start putting some cards in the Lost Zone. Not good for us, but definitely good for them. Pitching Weight Ornate Rod, that's definitely good. Love to see that. Okay, there's going to be a net, so maybe they're going to do like some net switch shenanigans or something. They're probably looking for another Battle VIP Pass, I would have to guess here. Okay, pitching away energy, definitely don't mind that. And they do find the Battle VIP Pass, so that feels kind of bad for us, guys, not gonna lie. Though I would imagine they're probably done with their switching shenanigans at this point, though, because we did see them like hard retreat into this thing with Greninja, so... But maybe they have something else in hand they're still holding on to, I'm not sure. Okay, Training Core, definitely gonna get that thing out of here. We don't want to see that. Okay, and past us. Cool. Okay, now Crushing Hammer, pretty bad right now, but actually could be good at some point. So let's go ahead and do this. Quick Ball, just go ahead and grab Radiant Gardevoir. Thank God it is not prized. We do have all of our Crushing Hammers, all of our Saucers, all of our Switch cards. We did prize a Crystal Cave. We did prize a Marnie. But overall, guys, I feel like we're okay with what we have here. A Rangaroo also could be good at some point too. So let's just go ahead and... I mean, we probably want the energy and discard, let's be real, so we'll just leave it, bump it, and then go for the Marnie here. Okay, so do we think they can get a KO? It is possible. So I guess just in case they do, we get down the Cape. Okay, and we do get energy. That is broken. Cool. All right. So next turn, we have a pretty good turn lined up, assuming we don't lose our hand to a Marty or something. The only thing that would make this better is if we were to see a boss, because we could go switch card, saucer attach, boss, knock out Tina. That would definitely be ideal. Okay, and they just got rid of a Marnie, so they must have found something pretty important here. I mean, of course, they would rather Colress anyways, guys. Like, they really don't want to be Marning this early in the game. They would definitely rather save that till the end. Okay, Greninja's using its ability again. They're not down that many energy just yet. Okay, scoop up net as well. I do have a lot of comfies to use. Kind of bummed we don't have another Marnie to follow that one up, but we did prize one, so that's what it is. Okay, pitching away quick ball. It's like a free lost zone target, basically. Just curious if we're going to see like a Cramorant or something come down. We see the Lumineon, so I imagine we will see the Colress actually happen here. So again, probably a good thing we did cape the active, because right now, with the Radiant Gardevoir, Lost to Impact is not actually knocking us out. So good thing we didn't get greedy and put it on the Zacian there. Okay, there's going to be a rope that hit the bin as well. I'm happy about that, because I do want to keep... I would hate to promote either of these, actually. So... yeah, their hand is huge. Definitely would love a Marnie. A Marnie top deck would be great. Marnie top deck or a boss would be ideal here. Okay, a Colress going away. That's cool with me. So they're down how many supporters? Okay, they still have 2 Colress left. But their Lumineon is in place. There is a chance if we... Ooh, but there's Escape Rope. Okay. We just promote Gardevoir, easy choice here, because Cramorant can't knock that out. Though there is a world, actually, where they could knock this out with Giratina. Okay, but they're just going to hit into it with Cramorant. That's fine. Okay, attachment there. That's cool. We got Hammer. Definitely want to be able to burn this before we dump this hand. Okay, so what do we top deck here? Zamazenta V, I don't think we're going to need here. I mean, we could put it down. It's like not the worst thing in the world. Definitely Saucer. Hammer. Bit of a bummer. I think it's fine. We're never one-shotting a Tina either way, so I think it's probably okay to have there. Probably just attach here as well, I would assume. How many cards do they have in Lost Zone? 5, 6, 7. But yeah, there is a world where we could get Star Requiemed on this next turn, which would definitely be... definitely wouldn't be good. But yeah, I think we'll just attach here. And just research. Okay, that's cool. So we will at least force them to have the Star Requiem if they do want to knock us out with their Giratina. We do want another switch card if possible, though. Because, of course, Zacian, you know, it hits pretty hard, but Brave Blade, we can't use it on the same turn, or on consecutive turns, rather. So we do need to find a switching option. So hopefully our opponent hits us with an Escape Rope, but I think they're actually out. I think the average count most decks are playing is 2, but I mean, I've seen lists that do play 4 for Giratina. They just don't play Switch, they just play Escape Rope. But I think more than likely 2 is what they're going to be playing here. Okay, there's a chorus, so definitely seems like a good turn for us to Marnie them. They're going to have a huge hand after us, especially if they do find a way to take a knockout on us with Star Requiem. And that would definitely be Beck, because we don't really have another attacker lined up right now either. So... okay, there's gonna be Rod. That's cool. Okay, getting a Cram back. Yeah, if they can't pull off the VSTAR power, just going in with another Cramorant could be good for them. They are at 10 cards though, so as long as they have a Mirage Gate and a Switch, you know, our Zacian is toast, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. Okay, there is the Mirage Gate. Now they haven't attached for turn this yet, so they could even just like hard retreat Comfy. So yeah, opponents, they're in a kind of a good spot here, I would say. I'm kind of worried about our outlook for the rest of this game. Okay, there's the air balloon, so. They still have one more chorus left as well. Like, Marnie barely even does anything here just because, like, they can use their VSTAR power. The next turn, they can still just Lost Impact us if they want to. Oh my god, yeah, they're really going in for like back-to-back attacks with this thing. Did they forget about Gardevoir?
I'm alive! Yes! Of course!
They either forgot about Gardevoir or our tool. I don't know what happened there, but okay, that's broken. Yeah, we'll take that. We got a switch card, which is good. Like, don't get misconstrued, but we need another switching card, which is the issue we now face. We just attach here. So we need another switching card either way. Or we could switch in hard retreat, but that feels like a losing strategy. I feel like we switch into Gardevoir, and that also gives us the option of hitting Air Balloon and using that. So I think that's our game plan here. And yeah, we just Marty. So I think our opponent kind of misplayed. Am I going crazy? Yeah, they could have definitely... Or wait, did they have the energies? Yeah, they had one Psychic. Yeah, they definitely could have used it, but either way. Okay, we have, well, we whiffed what we needed, but we do have Crushing Hammer. Let's see. Probably get rid of Psychic Energy since it looks like that's what they've used the most of. Cool. So definitely get down Cape. And we can probably use Zamazenta's ability this turn too. Sure, we can grab a Rangroot, that's fine. And just Regal Stance. Okay, so yeah, our opponent, they definitely goofed up a little bit. We'll see if we can punish them for it. We did take the energy off as well. And it might be difficult for them to find another Psychic, like, especially if they prized any Psychics. There's a chance they could just be out right now. And they have used an Ornate Rod as well. So it might, like I said, guys, it might be difficult for them to actually make a response to us. But even if they do, like, it's Gardevoir that they have to deal with. They've already used a couple switching cards. Their Air Balloon's gone. 2 Escape Rope are gone. Do they have any Switch gone? Yeah, they have probably like 1 or 2 switching cards left in total. So they probably want one of those cards plus Cramorant to be able to knock out this Gardevoir. Okay, they do have Mirage Gate though. That feels bad. So if we get bossed, that would definitely make me sad here. Absolutely. Oof, they have not played a single boss either. Yo, did they fail the Mirage Gate? Did the Crushing Hammer just, like, ruin their entire life? Okay. Okay, so, you know, even though the Giratina is out of harm's way, I still am kind of okay with this spot that we're in. And we get the victory screen. Okay, cool. We'll take it. So, yeah, again, them forgetting to use their Star Requiem and going in with the Lost Impact definitely, I think, came back to bite them pretty hard there. But hey, I will happily take them as play. Take the dub against Giratina. Alright guys, that's going to do it today for our Zacian Zamazenta deck. As you can see, these cards might be a little bit on the older side now, but they still can sometimes go toe-to-toe with some of the current decks that are in the format now, and who knows, that might even continue since we are getting the brand new Zacian VSTAR and Zamazenta VSTAR in the not too distant future, so it might be worth getting reacquainted with these cards once again. But either way, I hope you guys did enjoy today's content. As always, if you did, remember to leave a like on the video, and if you want to take that support to the next level, you can also become a patron at patreon.com/rarecandytcg or pick up some merch at rarecandytcg.com. Links to everything will be down below in the description, but as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.